Alright, so I'm gonna try to do a short little tutorial on something about Ieyasu, and something that he does mostly uniquely, that just makes him a really good character defensively. It's just an additional defensive option that no one else really has access to. To do that, it's based around his triangle release move. Sun Thrust, I guess, is one translation of it that you can use that I personally really enjoy. In Vanilla 3, when this version of Ieyasu was initially announced and made playable, he'd cancel his evade into the move itself. That's as far as that went. Now it still does what I'm going to get into in a little bit then, but as of Utage, they made it so much better. So now, whenever you release the attack, when you release triangle itself, or since it was on the Wii, you can do whatever that was attached to. You release it, and you can just press any other attack that he has, and he will do it. This does several things, one of which makes him easier to play, because while I have gotten used to holding the controller entirely differently, just for Ieyasu to use this technique more effectively, you can release it and press a different button, and there's no worry. Just none whatsoever. Because he retains his charge, it's fine. Beyond that, they made it so it transfers the charge into all of his other moves. So, I'm holding the button, I'm going to instantly do the max charge version of his R1. Basic one for comparison, and I guess a fully charged one. I'll hold down R1. It's good. There's no reason not to always charge with Ieyasu. It's so good. Now, the main technique with this, beyond that, I guess, is he can cancel his evade with it. I mentioned just a moment ago. And that retains invincibility. But I'm going to show off that you can in fact cancel his evade. When you do an evade back, at least from right here, it goes to about the center of this door. I can cancel it earlier. You can see he did the evade, but clearly not as far. And it's really, the technique is evade, however far you want, release triangle. If you want to do triangle, you can just release triangle, but if you want to do a different move, you can just press any other move. This retains invincibility, and it's really good. It's so fun to use, and it's an additional defensive mechanic, which I don't know, that's just like one of my favorite things about him. I didn't do it at all, I just parried. There we go, went through a move, kind of. There's videos of me going through a move, it's fine. Just go look at those. It's probably all fine. There we go. So we do that. Do direction plus triangle. His L1 plus triangle. Just any release of triangle itself, Sun Thrust. And I believe his skill revision, but that's fairly tight timing. I'm gonna try it. Come on. Give it the thing. Yeah, it did it. Probably. So yeah,